Good Friday evening, folks. Today was a much chillier day than where we were yesterday by about 20 degrees. Topped out in the low 40s out at Norfolk officially. 44 out of Virginia Beach, 47 at Suffolk. For comparison, normal high should be around 53 this time of the year. Tomorrow will be closer and then well above it as we get into Sunday. So rain chances for tomorrow creep back into the picture, particularly in the afternoon. If you got errands to run, get them done in the morning. Will be dry. It's after lunchtime. Rain chances go up, overspreading from west to east, and could be moderate to heavy at times as we get towards the late afternoon and early evening. Up to 56 tomorrow, so a milder day, increasing those clouds out ahead of the rain developing in the afternoon. We're looking at more rain on Sunday, but also it'll be very windy and very warm. Temperatures into the lower 70s, close to 20 degrees above normal for this time of the year. The rain and storms likely along a cold front that'll arrive by early afternoon. So it arriving at that point in time does allow it to take advantage of the daytime heating. So the possibilities there for a few isolated strong or maybe even severe storms along the actual line of storms that comes on through with the front. Here's how it all plays out on Futurecast. Tonight we're quiet. Right into tomorrow morning, clouds are on the increase. Temperatures in the 30s will warm things up into the upper 40s before the rain gets here, breaking out from west to east after lunchtime across the I-95 corridor. And then you see we've got pockets of showers. Looks like the heaviest of the rain may stay off to our north. So I-64 corridor and points north, heaviest rain chances to the south, just some showers as we get into the late afternoon and early evening. That begins to lift to the north. That's our warm front. Another round of showers likely here coming on in pre-dawn Sunday morning. Could have a clap of thunder or two in this as well, but notice winds are out of the south at that point. Look at how quickly we warm. By Sunday at 8 a.m., we're already flirting with the 70-degree mark. Wind gusts 30, 35, maybe even 40 miles an hour. It'll be extremely windy on Sunday. And then here is our cold front. As we approach the lunch hour on Sunday, it is moving along the I-95 corridor. It's very progressive, so it'll be in here quickly between noon and 3 o'clock. I think it rolls on through from west to east. And there's the flare-up of maybe a few storms that could have some gusty, damaging winds associated with them. That would be our main hazard if any storms do go severe on Sunday afternoon. And it's all gone. All the rain wraps up by Sunday evening. Winds turn westerly, which is a dry, still mild flow for us. It'll erode the cloud deck quickly. We'll transition over to a clear sky Sunday night and lower our temperature significantly into next week. That severe threat from the Storm Prediction Center, out of a 5-tiered system, we are at a level 1, so relatively low risk, but it does include the whole area. And the main hazard, as I mentioned, will be for some gusty winds. Additional rainfall, well, this is malfunctioning right now, but we're looking at 1 to 2 inches generally between tomorrow and with the arrival of the cold front on Sunday. All right, 71 on Sunday. We may even get a little bit warmer than that. Temperatures dive on Monday into the 40s and get even colder as we actually see some consistency to our temperatures. No more ups and downs like we've seen for the past couple of weeks. Temperatures hovering in the low 40s, maybe even upper 30s, and that does coincide with our next storm system. Let's talk a little bit about that. Time frame looking to be Wednesday into Thursday for a possibility of seeing some wintry weather here. We've got high confidence there will be a storm, but lower confidence on exactly what type of precipitation we see. Snow, sleet, ice, rain, or all of the above is certainly a possibility here. And of course, it's going to depend on the exact track and the positioning and placement of cold air out ahead of the storm's arrival. Let me show you the latest run of the European model here, starting things off at lunchtime on Wednesday. Temperatures, according to this model, will be sub-freezing, so starting us off with a wintry setup here. That rain-snow line by Wednesday evening pretty much drapes across northeastern North Carolina. Northwest of there, we're cold enough for a wintry mix and some snow. Cold rain to the south. As the storm deepens, we'll likely see a warm tongue of air lift up and over Hampton Road, so changing us over to rain almost area-wide. And then as the storm pulls away, cold air comes back in behind it, and we could transition back to a wintry mix or a brief period of snow here. Again, that'll be wholly dependent on the exact storm track as we get closer and closer. Still about 5 days of time to watch it. Now, models have been all over the place, and we expect flip-flopping at this time frame. So the European has increased its potential or its probability of seeing accumulating snows. Meanwhile, the GFS and the Canadian in the last 24 hours has backed off a little bit. So we'll see these waver over the weekend or so. And once we get into the realm of seeing a little bit better chances in terms of short-range models will get a better view of that. Something also I want to bring to light here is the possibility of seeing some icing with this system. It depends on where the storm track is, but both the GFS and the European model do highlight the possibility of seeing at least a little bit of some icing or freezing rain develop with that storm system. So we'll watch that variable very closely. 71 on Sunday. We're in the 40s on Monday, and all next week it is chilly with temperatures hovering around 40, and our time frame for winter weather may come Wednesday and Thursday.